Another classical game, two giants, Alexander Lukin, the world champion at the time, and aging Lasker, who didn't play for a while and then returned back to serious chess in mid-30s. So he was probably unprepared for, at that time, modern development. So classical position, no deviations. And here Lukin played his favorite move, knight e4, that he, as we know, used regularly against Capablanca in their match. So Lasker didn't want to exchange queens just to go in the endgame, so he played e5, which also quite a decent move. And after castle, take on d4, knight f5, queen went on d8, and then after knight d4, and which is a normal move because if white takes with a queen, then simply knight b6, exchanging queens and equalizing immediately. Bishop e5, knight b3, and now take on f5, knight takes f5. So black solved its problem. There's no more bishop on c8, and the pieces are nicely developed. And here, if black took on d1, they could be probably slightly worse, because still the bishop on b3 is dominating the position, and white knight can go d6. So that's why the best move was g6, immediately fighting knight f5, which is the most dangerous piece, white piece, staying in a dangerous proximity of black's king's residence. It was tested later in a game AV floor, and after exchange, queen exchange, it's ended in a draw. So it seems that even if white retreats the knight on d4, keeping the queens aboard, the game will be roughly equal. So it's more interesting now even to see how fast how quickly black's position had deteriorated due to virtually one mistake, which didn't look even as a mistake when it was played. Queen b6. One can hardly imagine it's a decisive mistake, but now Lukin capitalized on keeping knight on f5 with his usual strengths and energy. So queen d6. Suddenly we could see that, black's position is already so shaky, because after rook e8, for instance, white could go knight e7 check, winning the knight on e5. There's also another possibility, except of going on e7, there's another possibility of going on h6, and after g takes h6, take on knight on f6. So knight e d7, but I think now Lasker already regretted his move queen d6. So now Lukin was developing the pieces further, and after queen g3 created terrible threats, g6, queen g5. And we could see that just in 5 moves everything changed. Black pieces are not coordinated, while white pieces are all playing their part in this final attack against black's king. So king h8, and then knight goes on d6, and e-pawn is advancing. So black's position is collapsing. So knight g8, rook d3, very nice, very quiet move. Just putting extra pressure, preparing further assault in black's position, and having a nice trap. There's not much you can ask for one move. And after f6, that's Lasker missed a very nice final point. Knight f5 check, king h8, and queen takes g6. So if black takes on h6, then rook h3, delivering the final blow to the black's king. So one mistake in the quiet opening, and you're out of the business.